volume metrics. So you see a lot of startups quoting these massive figures. We have 600,000 users and we're growing at like 30%. But then you later find out, oh, actually, most of those aren't paying anything or very little. And so if you're just looking at that metric and optimizing for total users, it's probably not reflective of the value of the company. So my question to you is, how important are volume metrics to the valuation? Are they indicative of growth?
So again, I always go back to this framework of DCF or some sort of cash flow based way of thinking about valuation, and then acquisition, retention, ordering spend, variable margin, overhead. And that's kind of how we arrive at the free cash flows. So, active customers is a useful data point that can help us understand basically it's like the convolution or the interaction of acquisition and retention. That's what gives you active customers at a subscription-based firm. But obviously, you need a lot more than that to be able to get at like separately disentangling acquisition from retention, let alone bringing in repeat ordering and spending. So, so for one, there's kind of the disclosure standpoint that in addition to active customers, we would also want to see measures of customer acquisition and of order frequency. That allows us to kind of be able to complete the picture. What would allow us to get even more fine-grained in terms of our insights is if we had cohorted disclosures about the cohorted behavior of different groups of customers at the firm. So that's kind of one way of thinking about it. I think it's helpful because it's kind of symbolic of kind of the other dimension, which is more philosophical. Do we really care so much about volume? Well, in theory, yes. It's one of the things that we want to focus on. Having a big TAM, all else being equal, is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It means that there's more people that can potentially adopt the service. But what we wouldn't want to do is really kind of spread ourselves too thin and obsess over having like an extremely large TAM if that means that we won't be able to effectively acquire into the market, or that the customers that we're going to bring in are really dicey. They may not be very high value. So again, it's why even philosophically, those volume measures, they're helpful and they are one piece of the puzzle, but it's just one piece. It's not the whole thing.